During the pandemic, at least a year and a half of quality education was lost due to school closures and teachers, parents, and students struggling to adapt to digital learning. Students who were juniors and seniors during that time, they suffered learning gaps, which reflected in lower college enrollment. Well, to reverse that trend with current high school students and to ensure they are prepared for and want to go to college, it's wise to do something about it now. So the question is, how do we send them in the right direction? So here to help us out, we have the founder of A+ Tutoring and private learning expert, Roman Slavinsky. Good morning, Roman.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so this is a big problem. So how do we redirect our focus on these affected juniors and seniors?
So the first thing that we would do with our juniors and seniors is to kind of slow down and take a breath and talk to them and find out where their state of mind is, where their interests are, and help them develop those interests so that they can go to the university and that they see what's really there for them at the university and how they can grow as students.
And what steps can families take right now to ensure that these kids are prepared for college?
Absolutely. The first step would be is having nice, clear communication with your child's teachers this year. This is the first year that things are semi-back to normal since the pandemic. So we really want to hear from the teachers that are spending all this time with your kids, where exactly they're seeing your child's weakness points are, taking a detailed assessment to really gauge for college readiness, and then doing the steps now before college starts to make sure that it starts off on the right track with being prepared and knowing the material that's a prerequisite for the class.
Sure. Do you think taking away virtual instruction and using a one-on-one approach will help with this progression?
I think it's a combination of utilizing what's happened with the growth with virtual instruction and combining that together with one-on-one support to help students really master the curriculum.
So, some parents may be in panic mode, wondering, is it ever too late to have these kids refocusing?
It's never too late. The same thing goes for adults. It's never too late to evaluate the situation, make a clear plan with some SMART goals, and start acting on it.
Great. So talk to us about how does the one-on-one tutoring at A+ help get students back on track?
So the number one thing that we really focus on is empowering students. And that's letting them get a grip on their own education and making them the owners of their education by really dissecting the things that are being taught in school and analyzing what's the right ways to study and how to prepare will allow students to be successful in any class that they take.
Yeah, and I think that's what all families want. Roman, great talking with you today on Studio 3.
Well, thank you so much for having me.